Hi everyone, and welcome to week 11. This week we will be focusing on working with families and primarily how our culture and diversity relate to working with families. We'll start with the importance of knowing and understanding yourself, your beliefs and your values, and how that impacts what you do as an early childhood professional, and then how that impacts how you relate with families. So if you believe in something like teaching children to feed themselves at a young age, and a family believes in caring for children and showing them love by feeding them, how you navigate that, those differences, how you communicate that with families, how you come to compromises and operate within your classroom. In general, you should just be aware of and respect all cultural beliefs, values, and parenting styles. This week your reading is about anti-bias education, and that's what we'll focus on during our Zoom meeting. Additionally, you should work on communicating effectively with parents and knowing the difference between two-way communication and one-way communication. Your homework for this week is a discussion question which relates to your relationships with families and strategies that you have used to support you in communicating with families, and also barriers that you have experienced. There's also a checklist, assessing the visual environment materials checklist. This is something that you have to do in a classroom. You're literally just checking off what the classroom has and doesn't have. If you're not currently in a classroom, I would suggest that you wait on this. I would look over the checklist, be prepared to discuss it in our Zoom meeting, but I would not complete that until you end up in a classroom. It might be a great way to just kind of get to know your classroom when you get started. If you're currently in a classroom, then complete the assignment and receive points for it. If you're not currently in a classroom, I would hold off. That 2 points is not going to ruin your grade. And then the last thing is we'll be talking about the family questionnaires, which are required by CDA to go into your portfolio. It's not something that you turn into me for points, but it is something that you'll need to get from families. This is something that you need at least half of the families in your classroom to respond to. You print it out, you give it to them, and you ask them to fill it out and respond. So if you have 20 children in your classroom, you need at least 10 family questionnaires completed from parents. You don't need this until your verification visit, so we just start talking about it in this module because it relates to families, but you don't need this until the end of the course. It's worth getting started though, especially if you plan on sticking around in your current classroom for the next couple of months. As always, reach out if you have any questions or concerns, and I will see you on Monday. Talk to you later.